The king of the kingdom of Lydia has minted the first coin. Traditional trading and bartering will soon be supplanted by currency as the main form of exchange throughout the civilization in Lions of Lydia. Thank you for joining me today at Tantrum Mouse Studio D. I'm Kevin Delp. Lions of Lydia is a 2 to 4 player board game that plays in about 30 to 60 minutes. It has bag building, resource management, and more. It's being published by Bellwether Games. They're bringing it to Kickstarter, and they sent us this prototype copy to look at. At the beginning of the game, players receive a player board with tokens, a starting property card, and a personal bag with meeples in it. The main play area has the board with gates on it, meeples, and cards surrounding the board. Here's a quick overview of Lions of Lydia. On your turn, you're going to be randomly pulling a colored meeple out of your bag. You're going to be placing that meeple at either a gate to get resources or at the fountain to purchase property cards. And these property cards are the main way to get points. On your turn, you randomly draw a meeple from your personal bag and you can place it at one of the gates or fountain. If at a gate, then you'll increase the resources on your player board that match all the meeples there, and also whatever the gate color is too. If you have any property cards, you'll also be increasing your resources based on those too if the meeple color and gate color match your card or cards. If there's a gold meeple at the gate, you may exchange all of one color resource into coins. If there are a pair of meeples of the same color, you'll move them to the fountain. And then at the end of your turn, you grab one meeple from the fountain and put it in your bag. Instead of going to a gate, you could place your meeple at a fountain. You choose one group of cards and can purchase only at that location based on the costs on the cards. You'll move the resource tokens down based on the cost. If you pay the cost again, you can develop them by turning the card to the other side. Coins are wild and can always be used to pay for resources. You're restricted on the number of cards you can have in your area based on where your influence token is. You can increase your influence by having one of your resource tokens reach the end of the track. There are benefits when reaching each space and eventually endgame points. Or instead of increasing the influence token, you can immediately develop a card for free. The game is over in a 4-player game when someone develops their 6th property tile. They will take the fountain tile from the fountain. Everyone else gets one more turn, and then you'll count up endgame points. Victory points from your cards, where your influence token is, and if you have the fountain tile, all of your coins count as points. And the person with the most points wins. Now, there are 3 types of property cards that you can purchase throughout the game. The gray ones really help with getting more resources, the gold ones with getting gold, and the purple ones really focus on endgame scoring. Now, all of these cards do give you endgame points. Of course, the purple ones are all about the endgame scoring, but it's nice that even undeveloped property cards are giving you some sort of points, but that developed side is way, way better, which brings up a little bit of strategy in the game. Do you try and develop as fast as you can, or do you try and go after as many cards as you can and then develop them later? Which brings up one recommendation, which is to increase or upgrade your influence early in the game. And that's because you can only have 3 property cards at the beginning. And it's really good to increase that so you can have more property cards. And every game is going to be a little different just because of the property cards. There's just a lot of them in the game, so you're not going to play with all of them in a given game. And they're going to be randomly placed out at the different locations too. The bag building is pretty interesting. Do you try and have an assortment of different colors, or do you try and add all the same color meeples throughout the game so you know exactly what you're going to be pulling out? The art and illustrations and graphic design are clear and easy to understand. Now we have the prototype, but everything works well. And we even have a sample metal coin that absolutely looks and feels amazing. There might even be some expansion content unlocked during the campaign, so check that out on Kickstarter to find out more. If you love bag building, resource management games, then definitely check out Lions of Lydia from Bellwether Games on Kickstarter. And as always, we would love for you to subscribe to Tantrum House and hit that like button.